Good day everyone. In today's presentation, I will be talking about one of the most important foundations in education, which is the three learning domains: the cognitive domain, the affective domain, and the psychomotor domain. These domains were developed by Benjamin Bloom and his colleagues, and they help teachers design lesson plans that strengthen not only the mind, but also values and physical skills. For this presentation, I will be sharing 15 sample learning activities, 5 from the cognitive domain, 5 from the affective domain, and 5 from the psychomotor domain. For each activity, I will point out the action verb used and clearly explain why the verb belongs to the specific domain. Let us begin with the first domain, which focuses on thinking and intellectual activities, the cognitive domain. The cognitive domain involves mental processes such as remembering facts, understanding concepts, and applying knowledge, analyzing information, and creating new ideas. Here are 5 detailed learning activities with different examples. Number 1. Students will list the important geographic features of Asia, and the verb we use is this. This is a cognitive verb because it requires students to recall and recognize information from memory. Listing facts falls under the remembering level, which is the simplest but essential part of thinking. Number 2. Students will classify Philippine festivals into religious and non-religious categories, and the verb we use is classify. Classifying requires understanding the characteristic of each festival. This shows comprehension and organization of ideas, which are key cognitive processes. Number 3. Students will analyze the causes and effects of water pollution in their community, and the verb we use is analyze. Analyzing information is a higher level cognitive skills. It involves breaking down ideas to understand relationships and patterns. Number 4. Students will interpret a line graph showing population growth. The verb we use is interpret. Interpreting data requires more than just reading. Students must make meaning, understand trends, and draw conclusions, clear indication of cognitive processing. Number 5. Students will design a creative poster promoting environmental protection. The verb we use is design. Design requires creating something new, combining knowledge, imagination, and reasoning. This belongs to the highest cognitive level, creating and applying. Now that we've explored how students use their minds to process information, let's move on to the domain that focuses on attitudes and emotions and values, the affective domain. How students feel, react, and develop values. The affective domain deals with emotional development, attitudes, appreciation, and behavior. Here are 5 learning activities showing affective growth. Number 6. Students will volunteer to help organize learning materials for the group. The verb we use is volunteer. Volunteering is an act of willingness and initiative. It shows internal motivation and concern to others, important affective behavior. Number 7. Students will demonstrate respect by waiting their turn before speaking. The verb we use is demonstrate. Demonstrating respect is a value-based behavior, not a cognitive skill. It shows emotional maturity and proper attitude in social situations. Number 8. Students will express this feeling about friendship by writing a short reflection. The verb we use is express. Expressing emotion is a clear indicator of effective learning because it involves awareness of one's own feelings and ability to communicate them. Number 9. Students will value the importance of recycling by committing to bring reusable container every Friday. The verb use is value. Value involves forming a belief or internalizing an idea. This belongs to the deeper affective levels, valuing and internalizing. Number 10. Students will support a classmate who is having difficulty completing the task. The verb used is support. Supporting someone requires empathy, kindness, and emotional involvement. This directly relates to affective development. Now that we've discussed both the mind and the heart, let's move to the domain that involves movement, coordination, and physical action, the psychomotor domain. How students move, perform, and demonstrate physical skills. The psychomotor domain focuses on physical abilities, coordination, and performance tasks. And here are the 5 examples. 11. Students will sketch a simple portrait using basic shading techniques. The verb used is sketch. Sketching requires hand coordination and control. This is clearly psychomotor because it involves the fine motor skills. 12. Students will assemble a working paper windmill using scissors, glues, and sticks. The verb used is assemble. Assembling objects requires manipulation, precision, and proper handling of materials. Key psychomotor abilities. 13. Students will perform a warm-up routine before their PE activity. The verb used is perform. Performing a routine involves coordinated body movements, rhythm, and balance, all of which belongs to psychomotor skills. 14. Students will measure ingredients accurately while cooking a simple recipe. The verb used is measure. Measuring involves physical interaction with tools, hand-eye coordination, and controlled movements, making it psychomotor. 15. Students will construct a 3D model of a volcano using a paper match. The verb used is construct. Constructing requires cutting, shaping, forming, and assembling materials. Clear indicator of coordinated physical skills. In summary, the 3 learning domain work together to create holistic learning. The cognitive domain strengthens thinking and understanding. The affective domain develops values, attitudes, and emotional intelligence. The psychomotor domain builds physical skills and coordination. These domains are interconnected. A complete learning experience touches the mind, the heart, and the hands. Thank you for watching my presentation. I hope this helped you understand how teachers design meaningful activities that support all aspects of students' growth.